Hey everybody, it's Eric with monstrous. Eric coming at you with another really cool episode of What's in Your Garage. I know I kind of stepped away from that for a little bit, but I could not resist. I have my new best friend in the whole wide world, Dan, here, and he's got a 1970 Chevelle SS 572. Yeah, I said 572. Dan, this car is a beast, and we're standing in front of the engine here. I mean, that's 572 cubic inches of raw power, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The engine was put in 2007. It was a factory GM motor. It puts out 650 horsepower.
650 horse?
Yeah.
Now, when I first got here off camera, you said, "Oh, it purrs like a kitten." I got to tell you, folks, you're going to hear the cold start here in a little bit. It roars like a lion, my friend. Now, obviously, you did something different with the engine, right? Did you totally rebuild it and all that other cool stuff?
Actually, the engine was taken apart just before we put it in. The engine was coated with the ceramic coating that they for oil flow, and pretty much everything else in the engine is pretty much stock.
Okay.
It was all reassembled, put back together with the factory parts, and it was put in the car, like I said, in 2007, and it was coupled up with a 200R4 gear star transmission, which will take 750 horsepower.
Wow.
It's a
now, how much torque is this bugger pushing?
645 foot-pounds of torque.
So you're almost matching torque and horsepower.
Almost matches, yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I bet this car just kind of gets up and goes, doesn't it?
It's a handful.
Yeah, I bet it is.
It's a handful.
But it's got to be a happy handful, because when I pulled up here, you were nothing but ear-to-ear grin. I mean, whenever you see this car, I mean, this car is absolutely in immaculate condition. And so you said when you got the car, it's kind of like a pit, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did. I mean, look at the interior here. The engine bay is incredibly clean. Did you do a total rotisserie build in this car?
The rotisserie build was done on it in 2005.
Okay.
All right. But the prior owner did not take care of the car worth a darn.
Okay.
It was rode hard and put away wet.
Okay.
And I got it. Completely went through it mechanically, so I made it mechanically sound. Mm-hmm. The paint was redone. My father-in-law, George Lodahl, helped me with that. And we got the paint back in shape. And
this paint is flawless.
Yeah.
I looked at it. Obviously, I did a video of it and photos. It's flawless. There's not a chip, a ding, and nothing in it.
Yeah, we try to keep it up. I mean, if I get a chip in it, I take care of it.
Okay.
And keep it that way.
Good for
you. You know, I drive the car on the weekends, go to shows with it. I don't use it as a daily driver.
That's how we met, isn't it?
That's
we
right.
met you at a car show.
Exactly.
Yeah, here a month ago tomorrow, right?
Yeah, the Lowe's car show.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So the car cruises on the freeway perfect. I mean, it just purrs like a kitten. It's just a good all-around cool
That's
car.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now I see, are these the tires? Are they true to the year, make, and model of the car?
They're true to the year, make, and model.
Okay.
The car originally came with Goodyears on it.
Okay.
The car was built in Van Nuys, California. It was born with a 454.
All right.
But it wasn't. It didn't have any papers, so. It really wasn't a sin to take the 454 out of it and do this.
Okay.
And you know what? I got many years of enjoyment out of this,
Well,
so
yeah.
it is what it is. So,
Right.
yeah, but the wheels and tires, the front brakes are pretty much all that stuff is stock stuff.
Really?
Yeah. When
So
you
now
drive
did it have front disc and rear drum?
Correct.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And it still stops really well.
Nice.
Wow, good for you.
With the motor, I had to put a vacuum pump on it.
Okay.
Because the motor doesn't produce a lot of vacuum for my power brakes.
All right.
So
now
I had to do
notice
that.
on your engine here, a lot of people go chrome crazy. Mm-hmm. And you have a nice proportion of chrome, the stock looking finish, and some paint, and it's very, very aesthetically appealing. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is, I'm a firm believer less is more, unless you're dealing with some sort of super duper chromed up job. Mm-hmm. But this is beautiful. You just did a remarkable job with this engine.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I tried to keep it that way. I mean, even the hood hinges, they're all replaced with the shock type hood hinges, but I didn't do them in chrome. I wanted to do them in the black matte.
Well, like less is more. It looks nice.
You know,
man.
so
understated, isn't that the term? Understated?
Yeah. Because my whole theme with the car was stock.
Right, okay.
That's what the theme was.
Gotcha.
So
now the interior. The interior is stock looking. Is this what the stock material was like on the interior?
that's it.
Okay, so did you have to replace this interior? Did you have it redone?
That interior is, I haven't replaced it since it hasn't been replaced since 2005.
Okay, so it came to you already replaced and dressed
Yes,
up,
yes.
like with original
Yes,
type material.
yes.
Okay, very nice. This, I bet it's just comfortable as heck to ride in.
I put the console in it. Originally when I got it, it had just a B&M floor shifter up there.
Okay, yep.
And I didn't like that look, so I found that B&M made a shifter that would fit in the factory console. So there we go.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Good
So that's where that
you.
came from.
Nice.
So I added that to it. And, it has a 2,000 watt Focal stereo system in it.
Very cool.
It's controlled by a little remote right there.
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty cool.
And it's in the glove box.
Nice.
So I can control it by the
remote.
Driving down the road.
You have the stock radio in the dashboard.
Yes, to
but
keep
doesn't
the
work.
look.
Keep the. I got you.
There
I
you
got you.
go.
That's cool.
Right.
And your chrome. Look at this. This is like non-pitted, non-crappy, I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So this is part of the rebuild when you got it that you had to do.
Yes,
to
I had to do all these little things like this because, like I said, it was. I mean, the car was in good shape. Don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't this quality. But my good friend Jim Clark had these made for me for Christmas one year.
Really?
And I mean, they're the exact same deal as the 454 that was on there. They had the red, so we kept the looks. And we got that on there.
Change the numbers.
And then this little deal here, we had to go to a printing shop and have that custom made.
On top of your air cleaner?
Yeah, so it would match the factory
look.
Look.
It said 454.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, and then it shows you the horsepower and all on it. So
Now, notice you mentioned about your brakes. Your brake master cylinder and booster are very well done in chrome, and that's all stock material, but the chrome finish, correct?
right.
Okay.
And then the vacuum pump is kind of hidden away in the corner here, so you don't really see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're going to move on here to the interior a little bit. And I notice you have different gauges down below there, below the dashboard.
Yes.
Those were not stock part of this car?
No.
Okay, so what are those
I
gauges
keep an eye on my oil pressure and my engine temperature. This particular car has just a dummy light for oil pressure and temperature.
Okay.
Yeah. The dashes came in two stages when you ordered the car. The base SS, and then they had kind of a dash that was a little bit over that had the oil pressure and temperature gauges in it, but this one does not.
Okay, so that's why we added those, and I see you have your tachometer way down there in front of the B&M shifter.
Keep an eye on that.
Okay.
It has a rev limiter in it, so I...
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
so you don't have to worry about blowing it up.
Yeah,
good
I don't want to blow it up.
No, I don't blame you, but I imagine the engine is not cheap to do.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, even what is this, a sill plate?
Yeah, the sill plate. Everything works on the car, the washers, the wipers, even the little buzzer and the key that they had.
That's cool.
Yeah, everything.
You don't see
everything.
that.
I'm a fanatic with that. If it was designed with the car, I want it to work that way.
Well, you spent your career in the automotive industry.
Yes, I did.
And were you an engineer type? Because you sound like you were an engineer type.
Actually, out of high school, I went to work for Chevrolet, and that was in 1969.
Wow.
And I did the warranty work on these cars, and I fell in love with this car, and that's kind of how it evolved into this.
Good
I just couldn't afford it in those days.
No,
but
I do understand.
Yeah.
That's neat. And you have these are the stripes on here. They are what you would call stock appearance stripes. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
And they're cleared over. And
okay. And you said you put some ceramic coating on it to protect it.
Yeah,
that's important because we live in Arizona, and you have to protect your vehicles.
Oh, you have to.
Otherwise, the paint's going to just chew everything up and whatnot on it. Right.
I even cover it in the garage here. I cover the whole car.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I keep it covered, and I haven't waxed this car. It hasn't been it never hits water.
Okay, good.
It never gets wet. And I haven't waxed this car in probably 5 years.
Well, ceramic coating, you don't want to wax.
You don't do anything.
Dust it and you're good to go.
That's it. So, Yeah, it's really, really good stuff. But it's got the stock 355 rear end in it.
Okay.
It's got the QA1 control arms in the back. I did that because I wanted to keep, you know, I wanted to upgrade for the torque, you know.
Right.
But
also, I noticed your exhaust is a little bit larger. Are you running 3-inch exhaust on this?
3-inch all the way
Because you
through
need to breathe.
Flowmasters. Yes.
Right. Flowmaster. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
Flowmasters. The axles are replaced with strange axles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much tougher axle,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Very,
so
very
that's
good.
in there, you know.
Was the drive shaft and all the stuff?
The
replaced
drive
a little bit
shaft
higher?
been, yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, the whole drivetrain is pretty much, except for the rear end. The rear end is pretty much a stock rear end, and it holds it, so
That's cool, man.
does a good job with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, folks, Dan, thank you. And what we're saying, muscle cars with Eric, is drive it like you stole it. So drive it like you stole it, folks. Until next time, remember, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Dan. See ya. All right, let her rip, Tater Chip.